La la la, hey, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. Back to introduce you to another participant for the 10th annual Carefor chocolate competition. Still tickets available. You can go to carefor.ca or, of course, give them a call as well. And one of those participating is Susan Phipps. She is from the Joy of Gluten-free, owner and chef. Welcome back to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
And when people hear gluten-free, there's a little bit of, fright. Right, to them. And you really like it to be open. You don't have to be a celiac to come to your store.
right.
You don't even have to have a gluten sensitivity because you
Exactly.
make delicious food for everybody, right?
Yes.
Well,
10 years in the making.
Yeah, it did take you a while. So is there a lot of trial and error when you have to go gluten-free?
Just in the store this week, okay, we've been trying to bring back our vegan waffles. So vegan is a waffle with no dairy and no egg.
Okay.
We have toasted 15 batches of waffles so far that have ended up in the dumpster. Yeah, and 2 have succeeded. So
Okay, well, that's good.
We're hoping tomorrow or maybe early next week we'll be able to perfect them.
Now, I grew up with a celiac in the house, and my mom had to
Everything from scratch.
Yeah, everything
from scratch.
and a lot of
And it's
trial and error, like you said,
Yeah.
because you get those very sandy textures, and
It's amazing that so many people never cooked before too, and it's getting, as our society grows and we want more convenience, less people are cooking.
Right.
And so one of the things people ask for the most is waffles at my store, and we're like, well, just look for a recipe on all recipes. That's one of my favorite
All
sites.
recipes.
I love all recipes.
That's a great website.
I was looking through the ones I'd saved the other day, and it was like, oh, it was a feast. Oh, what a visual feast. It was so good. So what we tell them is like it's actually easy, but people don't realize it until they kind of see it. So today we're doing waffles backwards.
And I believe they're ready.
They're ready, just like that.
Yeah, we're doing them backwards because you want us
Because
to taste them first, right?
Well, we want to have time to cook them all.
Right,
So here's
okay.
your tasters.
All right.
My little heart waffle
I like
maker.
the way
I don't know if
Susan
you can
works
see
here.
it.
This
Yes.
is
It's
fabulous.
Good, isn't it?
Thank
dessert
you.
first.
We have to be very coordinated.
And you brought the
Real
the
maple
maple syrup, the
syrup,
Canadian
yes.
maple syrup. I know I don't allow any other syrup in our house but the
me.
real
That's
thing.
right. Sorry,
If
sorry.
you're a Canadian, you
Okay.
must have the real
So
thing.
you guys are trying.
Yeah.
So when your batter's done, it's going to look like this.
Okay.
And when you put it on, it's going to be pretty thick.
And why is that? Is it because usually a waffle batter is quite liquidy, isn't it?
It really depends. I don't know. I don't even remember. It's been so long ago now since I
Since
cooked,
you had
honestly.
anything but
Yeah, I really,
gluten-free?
honestly, I don't even remember. So one of the things you should probably do
That's
first is oil it, which I forgot to do.
What you've forgotten, don't worry about that.
Well, here, we'll just do a little oil right here.
We're not going to notice.
My little
We're,
thing.
we're
don't worry,
eating.
we're eating.
Well, we
haven't
yeah,
a
I know.
clue what you've missed over there.
So how are they? Are they gritty, like you said?
These are
Julie?
fantastic.
No, exactly.
I'd
You
say you're
have
pretty
to.
much on your own for the rest of the segment.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good.
Do whatever you want. We're busy.
Our way to TV shows host. We
Now,
need to
you're
be on
gonna-
Rogers more, so we're going to make you eat lots of
That's
great
right.
food so you can ask us back lots.
Well,
There's a-
you're going to
there's
have
a
us
method
make
to
the
our
actual
madness.
batter as well, right?
You are. Derek is going to make the wet part.
Okay.
And Julie is going to make the dry part.
So
So
I'm gonna
there's
get
my
started.
waffle stuff here. See, in the
Okay.
shop, we always have our hair tied up. That's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Exactly. So you just kind of glue it in there.
These are the waffle. This
Pop
is
the
the waffle.
lid down.
2 eggs.
It's
2 eggs,
too
okay.
easy. 2 eggs. Now,
Okay.
let's do the dry part first.
Oh, so I'm getting ahead of
Julie,
myself.
yep.
Sorry, Julie.
Back off.
We need 1 cup of
This is
our,
nice.
this is our all-purpose flour.
Okay,
You
I can
literally
continue
can
eating.
use this in any of your wheat recipes that you used to love.
And a level.
Or any, I have a knife here
Level?
so you can level it off. Yep. I'm a kind of a
This is
stickler
going to be
about
fun
that.
to watch.
Yeah. So there's 1/2 of a cup.
Okay.
Look at that. You
It's
see?
just- okay, so
Accomplished?
now we
Do I
need
look
another
accomplished?
half.
Well, you
Oh,
need
another half.
So
yeah.
we need another half. 2 halves make
So you
a
need 2 halves to make the whole.
Is that how that
the,
works?
the 1
It's
cup.
just easier to get in the bag.
We're gonna
that way.
let
So when
you
you do
put
it
this
over
in.
your bowl, you could
know, you're gonna
technically
be-
get too much flour. in
Susan, we're
there.
going to take a quick break, and we're going to
Okay.
come back and continue here so that you have the recipe. Because I know somebody watching last time you were on was like, I didn't get the waffle recipe.
know,
so
I
don't
know.
worry, we're back with the waffle recipe right after this.
Perfect.
La, la, la. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Back with Susan Phipps from The Joy of Gluten-free. We're continuing on with our waffle recipe. So we've got 1 cup of the flour in here. What else have we added?
1 tablespoon of baking powder.
Okay.
Yeah. Fleshman's has one that's labeled gluten-free. Not that they all aren't, but there's
Okay.
a lot of manufacturers doing that.
Okay.
You might want to put a little bit of sugar because it's a sweet waffle, so
Okay.
that's half a teaspoon there. We've whisked it up.
Right.
Derek, you already have 2 eggs that are whisked.
Yes.
Now you're going to add 1 cup of milk.
Yeah, I already did that. I did that
you
during the
did that
break,
too?
so I've got
Okay,
my
so we're
milk,
gonna
so
whisk it up.
I'll put this.
We'll whisk it up really well, and then literally you add your 1 cup of milk and 2 eggs into your 1 cup of
Okay.
flour,
Okay.
1 tablespoon of baking powder, and you whisk it up.
Wow, that's a
Now I
fast
think
recipe.
Derek did the same thing. Did you put in 1 of those scoops or 2?
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I brought the
I'm
half
not-
scoop.
You know,
It's all right.
I thought you told me you were good at this stuff.
It's
It's
okay.
always a learning
That
experience
wasn't a
for
full
him.
cup. You're
No?
gonna eat some more.
Are you
yeah.
sure?
Oh.
I definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
What are we
All
gonna
right.
do with him?
You're tough in the kitchen.
I am very tough.
Do you have employees?
I have.
Is this what they put
I'm
out?
fine, girl. What
Oh,
I
yeah.
always tell them is I'm a control freak about quality only.
And that's a good thing.
Yes,
Viewers
it
love
is.
to hear that.
And
You'll-
it took us a year actually to work through all the kinks in the store.
Right.
And we didn't actually make any TV appearances or do any press for a long time, just
Just to make sure you
yeah,
had it
we
right.
we haven't been able to keep up with all of the amazing customers that come in the store. It's fantastic.
That's good. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to hear
So
that.
now we
You've been
don't
a great
over
success.
we don't over whisk that,
This
right?
one you do, actually you
Really?
do want
Okay.
to. Yeah, if you've ever made, which obviously Julie has, if you made regular pancakes, my dad always said leave a few lumps. But
Yep.
in the case of gluten-free, you really do want to get the lumps out.
Okay.
When you're working with the rice, the corn, the tapioca, it acts differently. So and
now
that's where you're
can
gonna
they
get
buy
the batter.
these? Can people buy these?
People buy this all the
flours?
time, yeah. This
No,
is
but this is at your store. You can buy
this
this.
is my special all-purpose mix. That is
Okay.
my own mix. And
Your own gluten-free
my
flour
own gluten-free
mix.
flour mix.
Okay.
We mix it at the store from a recipe that I created.
Oh, okay.
And we don't use this in the store for all our things. In fact, our waffles are not made with this recipe. This
Okay.
recipe is from Betty Crocker's cookbook, my favorite of all time, one of my own
Everyone has that
favorites.
cookbook at
Don't
home.
we? I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Are you prepared for the big competition coming up on
Oh,
March
so
the 8th?
prepared, so prepared.
And here's a clue.
Yes.
So the dessert that you will create for the competition, you
Yes.
actually already sell
We do.
in your store, and that's all we're going to say because we
Yes,
don't want to
we
give it
do.
away, right? Because the competition would visit your
Yes.
store and then find it and try
Right.
to steal some of your ideas.
Correct.
I'm sure that they have their own magical creations.
They're
that
all
they've
pretty
been
darn
working
good.
on for a whole year. We're scared, actually.
Don't you worry. Don't be scared. It's going to be great. All the money going to a great cause, which
Yes,
is Carefor.
absolutely.
Helps people seniors stay in their homes for a longer period of time. They have wonderful day programs, those suffering from dementia and all different levels as well. So it's a great cause, as I said. Visit carefor.ca for tickets happening at the Centurion Center on March the 8th. Susan, thanks so much for joining us. Julie, thank you
you.
for joining us. You brought a lot of spring and energy into the show today. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.